well, kind of the star attraction in some respect, isn't he? You know who? Lin Dan up against Vietnam's Tiến Minh. Two of the game's veterans as we get introduced to the umpire there, Stephen of Austria, Poccarini or Bocconi from Croatia. Nice reception, I'm sure, for Nguyen, but just wait for the decibels to change a little when Mr. Dan arrives. Could be quite a good player one day, couldn't he?
Yeah, he's talented. He's talented.
And we all wondered what Lin Dan would arrive this week. Well, we all saw him arrive, and he looked physically pretty good. And his badminton's not been too shabby either, has it, Steve?
No, and he's improved from game to game. It's quite visible that he's getting more and more confident on court, and of course the big test was yesterday against his teammate Chen Long.
Can I ask you?
Two close games, but never really seemed in big trouble. Was able to play with big accuracy. So just keeping Chen Long from putting real pressure on him, and if he can maintain the same kind of accuracy today, I think he should win this quite easily, even though Vietnamese is very fast and exciting player to watch.
And there is how things have shaped up. Du Peigneux and Lee Chong Wei in the other men's singles semi-final today. You can see 21-13, 22-20 the scoreline, and you can also see that against Janne Jorgensen it went to the wire, didn't it? In that right old battle yesterday evening between the Dane and the Vietnamese. But for Tiến Minh here, it's kind of mission achieved in a way. He won his last event in America a few weeks ago, and I think he's a little bit surprised to see himself in these semi-finals, the first ever World Championship medal for Vietnam. He said his target at the start of the week was to get to the quarters, whereas this man wasn't really setting himself any targets. I'm sure deep inside the target was to win World Championship title number 5, but when you've only played 3 matches building up to that this week in the whole year, and that was at the Asian Badminton Championships where he retired at the quarter-final stage. You just don't know what you're going to get, do you, really? But it's all turned out pretty positive, as has the head-to-head meetings. 3 wins for Lin Dan. 2 of them went to 3 sets. The last time they met those straight games, that was the All England in 2011, so over 2 years ago. Not much to read into that, but we can say Lin Dan is getting stronger. He was kind of the mystery man coming this week, there's no doubt about it. He is the most destructive world number 100 I've ever seen.
And
ladies
and gentlemen,
Nguyen had a long match against Janne Jorgensen yesterday.
Right. Tiến Minh, Vietnam.
Had a little shorter time to prepare than Dan.
Stephen, the umpire.
Lin Dan, China.
Well, he is Mr. Popular.
Level play.
Laden with titles. Can he add yet another one here? A 5th world title in Guangzhou. First, he has to see the Vietnamese after last night's match, where he admitted he was tired. He said, if I can get 15 points, I'll be happy already, he said. because I've seen Lin Dan play, and he's so strong for me.
Yeah, and he's probably right that Lin Dan is too strong for him.
Does he mean 15 points in total or 15 points per game?
I don't know, but that leads me back to, or brings me back to the quote from Lin Dan saying that he didn't set a target for himself, but he would rather focus on how he played. And that's really clever, and eventually all players should actually do that. Because if you focus on how you play,
you'll probably achieve those goals anyway.
Service over.
that's the thought of it.
1.
Yeah, but some coaches do like to, in all sports, set yourself a goal. You know, set yourself a score. What you know, what?
Yeah, sometimes it's actually, I think the coaches have got it quite well, but it's the people around the athletes that would like them to set goals, because then they have a chance of evaluating them. If you're not a badminton fan or knows badminton very well.
Don't know if you saw that. That was suspiciously out, but given in, and the umpire going with his line judge there. Obviously, if he's not 100% sure, he can't overrule him. Lin Dan questioning that, but very early. It doesn't matter. 1-1, does it? 19 don't mind that a bit more.
2-0.
Now, the thing is that goals and ranking lists and so on, that helps people that are not that much into the game in sort of getting a feeling who is the best, and this is what is puzzling us. I mean, how can Lin Dan be number 200 and not be I mean, how is that possible? And it's because he hasn't played any tournaments, but all the players here, they knew that he could play.
Just weren't sure what level, were we?
No.
Well, we kind of questioned whether Chong Wei might beat him yesterday.
3.
And now there's a kind of a complacent feel that, yeah, he's now in the final. But he hasn't yet. He's got to beat this man, hasn't he? Who he's set himself a realistic kind of goal, if you like. But in the back of his mind, I'm sure there's a feeling, well, you never know.
Yeah. You can play totally free.
It's a great story, isn't it? From Yoon's point of view. We were discussing earlier how last year he almost, after the Olympics, was thinking that was it. Maybe I think he lost some funding, didn't he, from the Badminton Federation in Vietnam, and took a sponsor to keep him on the road, and look what he's got out of it, a medal at the World Championships.
He played a very, very long match in London in 2011 against Peter Gade. A match Peter Gade eventually won, and lost out to Lin Dan in the semi-final. But this time, the Vietnamese has taken over that spot.
He got the better of the Dane this time.
3.
Yeah, some good rallies early on here. That's been given out. Another thing we were asking this week, would Lin Dan retire whatever happens here? But he's already said at the start of the week he's going to carry on. And
That's a completely wrong call. Just plumb on the line.
so you win some, you lose some, because I thought he maybe got a harsh call earlier. So that's evened itself out, and it's 4-all.
It also shows the need for this
Service over.
instant replay system.
4.
You've got to have the cameras in the right places though as well,
Yeah.
because I don't think they are quite in the right place, are they, where they are here right now? Certainly down the line.
The sideline cameras are not in the correct place. The baseline cameras are really good.
Well, he's saying he's going to play in maybe some of the National League games.
Yeah.
After these championships.
Definitely the Danish organization behind the World Championship next year in Copenhagen. They will be hoping that he plays on for one more year. Because should he take the title this year, it will be sort of empty if he's not participating.
I mean, look at him. I mean, it's all about what he wants, I suppose, but he could go all the way through to Rio, couldn't he? He's had a nice little break from the sport.
Yeah.
Recharge the batteries.
I think the problem might be the everyday practice. But if it's if it's possible, taking a break of 10 months and then coming back and still be one of the 2 best players in the world.
But he could.
Then it's possible.
Yeah, but he's saying, but you know, even next year and the year after, maybe a little bit different in the actual Olympic year. But I don't know, about 10 months break is a bit stretching it. But he could take 3 or 4 months out, couldn't he?
Yeah.
After himself during that time out.
7.
And then he's worked very hard over the last few months to get himself into the shape he is right now. In front now in this opening game.
It's an uncharacteristic mistake, but
7.
perhaps because Chen Yuan didn't use a lot of power in that shot. Defense by Nguyen. And it's okay if you can put him under pressure. If you can't put him under pressure, it's absolutely lethal. It's the spot on the court where Lin Dan is the most dangerous, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, there's 10 terrific semi-finals today, isn't there? But I think it's fair to say he is the crowd puller, Lin Dan. You know,
service roll call.
You know, say defensive man of the badminton today.
Service over.
I'm going to see Lin Dan, aren't you? You know, I think he's the one name that will be top of the pile for those that have come today.
but service fault called here.
Tied it up again.
Oh.
It's so fast. Chong Wei. I rated together with Yu and Chong Wei, the fastest players in men's single.
A disbelief from the crowd that everything's not perfect.
Yeah, and he's certainly being made to work for his points. So all credit to Chong Wei for that.
He's looking good for his 15 points, all right, isn't he? Lin Dan's lead, but Steve was saying that he really has been made to work, being pushed by the effervescent Tiến Minh of Vietnam.
Chặn lại lên, em chọt thẳng, tại nó đánh xong nó xoay dòm lui, nó chuẩn bị cái tay thuận đó, em đẩy chéo là vô cái tay thuận đó, nó đập đó chưa? Mà đã đỡ đẩy nó phải canh, chuẩn bị nó canh nó dạ thẳng ha, đánh cầu nãy giờ tốt đó. Cái cầu qua tay thuận em cứ đánh mạnh ra sau, chéo ra.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Got to keep doing what he's doing at the moment, hasn't he? Nguyen here, because he's not giving cheap points away, is he?
No, he's definitely playing well
11,
so far.
10. Play.
It's interesting to see if Lin Dan can kick it up gear. Take control. Could be a little bit difficult because he's so fast, Chong Wei.
Excellent play. But it's an interesting look, as you said. The two other semi-finalists are also very quick players. as well.
11
For Lin Dan, if he is to make it through, and one still is assuming that he is going to make it through, although sometimes it's rash to make such assumptions, but
Yeah.
it's a good way for him to get a feel of what he might face in the final as well.
Yeah. The thing is that Du Pingyu, that's his teammate, so they know each other, and Li Chong Wei will be psychologically totally different. Not so much for Lin Dan, but very much for Li Chong Wei. Whereas Chen Min-yuan, he's on a free roll right now, because this is more than he hoped for.
Okay, he said he was astounded yesterday. He said, "I can't believe I've won a medal. Can't believe I'm in the semi-final." Credit to him, he's performing well in it as well.
How I would have expected him to come out in this match.
13, 11.
We asked if he could change the gear. He just changed the gear, didn't he? He's gone from second to third. Not got to fourth or fifth yet, but any idea what the umpire was getting at there, Steve?
Probably Lin Dan had to ask the umpire if he wanted to, if he were allowed to change the shuttle.
Service over.
Not all clicking at the moment, fair to say.
13.
Mistakes.
13.
He looks at the racket.
Yeah.
It's got to be the racket's fault.
And in the end, he isn't picking up the shuttle. Oh, now he is.
He's got to be loving this, hasn't he? Getting a few easy points, isn't he, Nguyen hit?
Excellent. Just a little loose shot from Chen Min-yuan, and
14, 13.
Lin Dan picked it up immediately, scoring an easy point.
Well, there's picked down there all the photographers. All the pictures you'll see on the internet and newspapers around the world.
Defense. Wow. Another mistake from that corner.
Service over. 14 all.
And that's really unusual, and perhaps it's the quality of the defense from Chen Min-yuan that gets Lin Dan to sort of overplay it a little bit.
Thank you. Oh.
It's a long rally, but it's Chen Yuen doing most of the running.
Service over.
Another one of those tight calls, which I'm not sure about.
15-14.
Yeah, on the line. It's a good call, I think. But he is feeling like he's got to go for those lines at the moment, doesn't he?
Yeah, because he's getting a lot back at him, the Vietnamese player, and
Play.
look at where the smash is placed. Oh, you can't see that, but it was in the middle of the left playing field, and so we can deduct that Lin Dan wasn't really going for the winner. He was satisfied just playing on in the rally and controlling the rally, and that
was his hardest hit though, 250.
yeah. But it also shows that he's confident in his fitness. Excellent defense by Lin Dan.
That was going
wide.
out, yeah, that was going out. Gonna play that one with
Service over.
I think he just,
Yeah, he asked his coaches whether they think it would have been wide, but
and they nodded, yeah.
even though they're in a totally bad position to judge it.
So he's got his 15 points.
Yeah, he's got his 15, so he can stop now. There was a fantastic story from Denmark Open a couple of years ago where Hendren
Umpire took his microphone away there, so we weren't able to hear exactly what he was saying to the player. I assume he just wants them to get on with things.
get on with the play quicker, yeah.
Service over.
The story was that Hendren was playing Mark Zwiebler of Germany. No, not Hendren, Mohammed Hafiz Hashim of Malaysia, playing Mark Zwiebler, winning first set convincingly. And apparently Hendren should have said to him in the same game, just go on, go on. And he took a great lead at 11. He said, just go on to 16 and you're home safe. And Mohammed Hashim led 16-7. And then he stopped and lost.
There was Nguyen. Turn as a result a little short, and he got his punishment.
Okay. 18-15.
Very short lift. That really is one of the two differences between the two players, that Lin Dan can score his own points, whereas Chen Yuen has difficulties creating points for himself.
Well, game points have arrived then for Lin Dan. 5 of them.
Game point 15.
Has that uncanny knack, doesn't he, of just as the points get bigger, just stepping up and producing the winners.
Service over.
Response.
16-15. 20. Seventeen, 20.
Halfway to another World Championship final. 21-17, the scoreline here against Tiến Minh. Made to fight, made to push by the Vietnamese player, but seeing it through in the end, and I expect him to push on from here and maybe close it out in 2.
后场推两边，这个都非常好。这个，然后呢，关键就是他如果半场你还是敢下压，也要敢打他，啊，然后他过度往前，有时候可以加快一点，其他都正常。
那边啊，这边注意后面幅度，要控制后墙的幅度控制好，他然后打贴不要跟进的时候，一定要冷静，一定要打。
他基本上球就先进。
对，
我去处理球的最多是快处理，但不要说一下质量很高，
一下要弄死他，不要
他都能跑得到。
你刚才有个球这样，想弄死他，进，两个动就完。
还有一个就是他有到那边，他也可能还是会一直下压，没事，你只要出去完之后盯下一拍就行。
Quietly satisfied.
20 seconds.
I suppose in some respects so would he, despite losing that opening game.
Second game. Level. Play.
Well, it is a remarkable run, isn't it? World title in 2006, the following year in 2007, 2009 and 2011. Are we going to see
Service over.
2013 added to that
1
list
love.
for Lin Dan, despite his retreat from the game in the previous 12 months.
Service over. 1 all.
Maybe I see on his left arm, he's got all these stars. Can you see them down the left arm there?
I didn't really notice it,
Well,
but I
next
think it's
time
right.
They mark each major win that he gets. 4 world titles, 2 Olympics. So, I think I've done my maths right. There's 6 stars there at the moment. I wonder if we'll see another one down the tattoo shop in the next few weeks.
Way too short-lived from Chong Wei.
3 1.
Remember the drift coming from the far side of the court where the Vietnamese are playing towards Lin Dan.
Service over. 2 3.
Lin Dan.
Five, 3. Quick tower. Quick tower. Service over. 4, 5.
Is this, if you're Lin Dan, a little bit of a worrying display?
No, I don't think so. I think he's quite confident. And,
He doesn't seem 100% sharp, does
6,
he?
4.
it's difficult to say because he's really not been under any form of pressure in this tournament so far. I mean, to be able to really put Lin Dan under pressure, and that means that his form is actually quite good. But to be able to put him under real pressure, you need to play fast, and you need to be able to attack and score your own points.
Service over.
And so far, he hasn't really met any players doing that.
Which is surprising, isn't it, really?
I guess he just wanted to kill it on Lin Dan because it was actually a good thing he reached that shuttle, because it would have gone out on the blue carpet, I think.
Seven, 6.
Good lift.
Eight, 6.
No doubt it's what the public, I think, media, what everyone craves for is
6.
a Lin Dan Lee Chong Wei final, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And that would be great for the audience, for the media, and so on. But we could also get a Lin Dan Du Pengyu final. And that would not be the same fun for the media.
Special quality of the last two finals they've met in.
6.
Xi Xingfang commentating, and I guess that's very motivating for Lin Dan. Doesn't want to be criticized by his wife for not playing properly.
Yeah, they're still in the honeymoon period there, I think. He'd get away with
7,
quite a bit still. Then he got married, what, September? So 11-7, looking good, isn't it, for Lin Dan? Despite Yun Jianmin's best efforts here.
Yeah, I think Chin-Min Yuan is just prolonging the inevitable. I haven't seen anything that suggests that he should be able to turn this game around.
其实他还是盯球就行了。打完准备下一拍，因为他球中路球还是比较硬啊。
好，保持住。
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 7. Play.
He's won 6 of the last 7 points now, Lin Dan.
Took the net forward and just went wide.
Silva. 13, 8.
See how he's going to turn this around himself, so getting a little bit disheartened as well and probably complacent about things, enjoying his bronze medal.
There's nothing he's better than getting themselves into a point himself back. He netted.
Some notes from the Vietnamese coaches.
Yeah, she keeps making notes. I'm last night when he played the match point and he won it.
Still noting.
She was still noting it.
That's good.
And he was going, no, come on, let's celebrate. Lead stretching all the time.
Yeah. Well, you can't say that it would have been tougher for Lin Dan to play Jan Jorgensen, because the way Jan has been playing this tournament, he would have had no chance at all. But we've seen Jan play at other occasions a game that can actually challenge Lin Dan. So draw has just worked out really well for Lin Dan in this tournament.
Service over.
And
10-17.
We did early on as well when Kenichi Tago went out.
Yeah, that was a tough match early on. That went away, and it's sort of letting him grow into this tournament, playing better and better.
Taking this match alone as well. Into it, getting back.
Wide.
Service over. 11-18.
We can see one of the marks of the champions, that even though he's leading comfortably, he's still a little bit angry with himself for misjudging that one. So he's not taking anything lightly. It's not just another point for him.
Well, 18. Service over. 19-12.
Well, it doesn't seem right, does it? If there's a major final and Lin Dan's not in it. There were some question marks at the start of the week. Every answer so far has been positively replied by the two-time
Service
Olympic
over.
and four-time world champion.
13-19.
Only two players, it seems now, have the chance of stopping him again. Penu, Lee Chong Wei.
Match point 13.
Six match points remaining then for Lin Dan here. Prolonging what seems the inevitable, Sting.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time before Lin Dan enters the World Championship final.
If he can pull things off tomorrow, whether it be against Du Peigneux or his long-time rival Lee Chong Wei. He has done his job. He's made it all the way to the final despite matches in the last calendar year. The crowd favourite, the former world #1, the Olympic champion, is in to the World Championship final. 21-17, 21-15, the final score. She's got more work to do. The hopes can come later. Job done though for Lin Dan. So far, one match still for him to go though, if he's going to get world title #5. today is men's doubles. The officials already out. And the players wait. Here come Hendra Sediawan and Mohamed Hassan. And the fourth arrival of a China.